Hello everyone, welcome you in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mohammad Sirajul Haq Faizi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, LS College, Muzaffarpur. Friends, today in this video, I am going to discuss about infrared spectroscopy, theory and interpretations of IR spectra. You know, this technique is very important for organic and inorganic chemists for assigning the types of bond. So let us start with infrared spectroscopy, commonly known as IR. So organic structure determinations. How do we know organic structure? How atoms are connected together? First questions. Second questions, which bonds are single, double or triple? Third question, which function group or what function group exists in the molecule? And last one, if we have a specific stereoisomers. The field of organic chemistry determinations attempts to answer these questions. How atoms are connected together, which bonds are single, double and triple, and what functional group exist in the molecules. So such type of questions you can answer with the help of infrared spectroscopy. So instrumental methods of structure determinations. There are a lot of other technique apart from the IR spectroscopy like nuclear magnetic resonance. We are saying NMR. It is a very wide technique used by the organic chemist. Excitation of the nucleus of atoms through radio frequency irradiation provides extensive information about molecular structure and atom connectivity. Another technique, which is today our topic, infrared spectroscopy, triggering a molecular vibrations through irradiation with infrared light, provides mostly information about the presence or absence of certain functional groups, and that is the beauty of infrared spectroscopy. Other important technique for organic chemistry is mass spectrometry. Bombardment of sample with electrons and detections of resulting molecular fragments provides informations about molecular mass and atom connectivity, means mass of your compounds and newly compounds. Ultraviolet spectroscopy, that is also very important technique for organic chemist. Promotions of electrons to higher energy level through irradiation of molecules with ultraviolet light provides mostly information about the presence of conjugations, pi systems, and presence of double and triple bonds. So this is the diagrams, spectroscopy study of spectral informations. So you have physical stimulus, you have your molecule, there is a response determining and detecting instruments, and visual most commonly representations are spectrum. So you just make your compound and take the spectra give you uh, informations about the your molecule. So upon irradiation with the infrared light, certain bonds respond by vibrating faster, and this response can be detected and translated into a visual representation and called a spectrum. You can see this is the your spectrum. So a spectrum interpretation process, and this is very important part First, recognize a pattern. What type of spectra you got? Second, associate pattern with physical parameters. And third, identify possible meaning, that is purpose or explanations. So focus on and look at carefully the recognize a pattern, and that is the importance for looking of any spectra, IR, UV, NMR, mass. Once a spectrum is obtained, the main challenge is to extract the informations. This is the main challenge. What is spectra saying? So you should know the reading of spectra, you know the understanding of spectra. It contains in abstract or hidden form, and this requires the recognitions of certain pattern, the association of this pattern with physical parameters, and interpretation of this pattern in terms of meaningful and logical explanations. So that is very, very important. You should know the basic of spectra, and then you will interpret carefully each peaks which belongs to which. So electromagnetic spectra, this is a very broad topic. Most organic spectroscopy uses electromagnetic energy or radiation as a physical stimulus. Electromagnetic energy, such as visible light, has no detectable mass component. In other words, it can be referred to as a pure energy. Other types of radiation, such as alpha rays, which consist of helium nuclei, have a detectable mass component and therefore cannot be categorized as electromagnetic energy. So, the importance parameter associated with electromagnetic radiations are energy. Energy is directly proportional to frequency. This is very fundamental equations, you know it, and you should know, and inversely proportional to wavelength, as indicated by this equation. E is equal to h nu, and nu here is a frequency and lambda is wavelength. So effect of electromagnetic radiation on molecules. You see, this is the higher frequency, higher wavelength, and here is the lower frequency, longer wavelength, here shorter wavelength, you see, and this is increasing energy. So you have radio frequency here, NMR, microwave, infrared is here, and this is visible, your UV, near UV, vacuum UV, here X-ray, X-ray diffraction, here gamma rays. So you see here nucleus spin orientations, rotational molecular vibrations, which is our topic here, electronic transitions, here ionizations, here molecular effects at. So it is the increasing energy. So this is a shorter wavelength and this is a higher wavelength. So infrared radiation is largely thermal energy. This is important, largely thermal energy. It indicates a stronger molecular vibrations in covalent bonds, which can be viewed as a spring. You see, this is your atom and it is connected through a spring holding together two masses or atoms. This is one mass, two mass, and it is holding through this spring. Now if you this is in equilibrium. If you stretch, then situation is like that. If you compress, then situation is like that. It is normal, it is in equilibrium. The specific bond responds to absorb specific frequencies. So vibrational modes. Covalent bond can vibrate in several modes. including stretching, rocking, and scissoring. The most useful bond in an infrared spectrum group correspond to a stretching frequency, and those will be the ones we will focus on. You see, this is stretching, this is also stretching, but this is symmetrical stretching, this is anti-symmetrical stretching, and this is the bending, scissoring. So friends, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching. Next video I will continue with the vibration mode.